Yeah. And so Xano actually originally was not my idea personally. So I grew up with a friend named Sean and we like met each other when we were like 12. And he's the one that I started like the web development agency with. And when we left, he was at Google with me, and we parted ways. So I went the startup entrepreneur route. He went the development agency route with another friend, Jack. Right, he's our other co-founder in Xano. So basically, at the development agency, they were building hundreds of different projects that you kind of noticed a pattern. You're building the same thing over and over. So he's like, look, especially for the back end portion of it, how can we basically try to make this faster, build an internal tool that will make this faster so we can take on more projects without having to scale the team. So the first version of Xano, like the command line version, was born almost 10 years ago. And then it just had kept iterating and iterating. And about 2.5 to 3 years ago, I saw this happening. And I also saw kind of like the arc of this no code movement that was happening. And I went over to Sean and Jack and I said, look, I think that there is something here to service kind of the back end piece of this with Xano, and we can turn this into a no code tool. So we basically decided to team up and make it from an internal tool and productize it and make it into a service. And so that's kind of how it came to be. And then in terms of the name Xano, we wanted a name that was 4 letters, that was unique, like we could grow into the name and the branding, right? And also as a side note, Sean called his grandmother Nano, and so it was something that it just kind of lined up on a lot of different ways, and we were able to get the name, and now it's something that we're so glad we have. Like a lot of people think it's a cool name, and yeah, it's very unique.